Let's see. Oh, shoot. I haven't even got my camera going here. I just launched the pre-show, and I don't have everything set up. Man, I was so busy today. Let me see if I can get this working here. All right, boom. Set up the camera. All right, let's see. Get rid of that. Turn that off. Put cam on. Boom. There we go. All right. Let's see if that camera is working right. Actually, you know what? I never tested out the camera. Uh-oh. I might have to take a few seconds. Oh, man. Guys, I'm scrambling tonight. I'm really scrambling. I had so much to do at work. Oh, my goodness. I was like, I got to go live. Ah. All right, let's see here. All right, early birds. Early birds. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to throw a few words out for you early bird people. The first word is going to be Mercury. Mercury. Now, don't type it in the chat now, guys. Come on. So this is going to be open for callers. I'm going to open the call line for a little while tonight, not a lot. But those early bird people coming in here right when I go live. Mercury. That's what you got to remember. So Mercury. This is for free silver. Let's see. Don't put it in there, Ghost 3 to 31. You shh. Come on, man. Just remember the word. Just remember the word. Okay. The other code word to remember is maple. Maple. Don't put it in the chat. It's okay, Ghost. No problem. Are you late? No, you're actually part of the pre-show there, Samafar. And I haven't even gotten my camera working. Oh, man. Is this set up right? Oh, my goodness. We only got 6 minutes to go. Sorry, guys. I'm not really with it tonight. I think my main screen will be right, but I'm not sure. I might have to work on it. I went live before I even tested all my screens here, so I apologize. Shoot, I haven't even gotten my setup yet. What a rush. Let's put a little bling here. There. That's cool. We'll do that. Let's see. What? It already says live. Did I even miss? Oh, man. This better not be an indication of what it's going to be like tonight, guys. Oh, my goodness. The countdown clock seemed to be messed up. I thought I had that countdown clock working. Right? It's the 29th, right? Oh, it's 8:30, not... Oh, what a numbnut. Oh, my goodness. Let's see if this works. Yeah, 4 minutes and 13 seconds left. Okay. Oh, man. So you got the first two. You got what? Should I give one more word? I'll give one more word. That's it. Old man Yankee. I know strong man. Let's do one more. Oh, man, you wouldn't know how to spell it. Guest. Guest. G-U-E-S-T. Guest. All right. Now that's going to be... I'm going to open up the call line when you see the number after we go live, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You call in, and you got to say the first word. Actually, I'll let you say any of those words. Mercury, maple, guest. All right, that's it. Not saying anymore. The word is Old Man Yankee. Come on, Samafar, don't say that. I'm just excited to have Mukharam on tonight. We have some fun stuff to talk about. In fact, I think my text... Oh, I don't. Mukharam's training tribe. There's another one, too. There's a precious metals tribe that we're going to be talking about tonight. Looking forward to it. Good to see you, Mrs. Coin Crew, Angel. All right. I need to settle down, get my heart rate under control here, and just relax listening to the bumper music. Here we go. Hey, welcome, everyone, to Ask Yankee. And look! The camera's working. That's awesome. Guys, I've been a little frazzled this morning. I've been running around quite a bit with work and everything else, so I appreciate you all joining in. Definitely the early birds. You guys are awesome. Thank you, David, for that 5 spot. Really appreciate it. Michael for the $5 super chat there. That's amazing. Thank you, both of you. Awesome. So we got $9.98 in the super chat total. If you've watched Ask Yankee before, you know that every $100 we give a bonus. That's when I get up, go somewhere, find some silver, and give it to you. But we're going to be giving away some stuff tonight. I'm really looking forward to giving away at least one pocket pinger, maybe 2. I'm going to be giving away some other silver, especially to the early birds. You know what you need to do. It's coming soon, guys. In fact, I'm going to open it up here. And don't ask me what the number is, okay? You'll see it. You'll see it in the chat. The call line will be open as soon as that number shows up. So keep your eyes peeled on the chat line. And, oh, well, look at that. I see it. Yankees call line. I guess you could call in now. Boy, that didn't take long. Hello, you're on with Yankee.
Hello, this is Dylan from California.
Hi, Dylan. How are you?
Good. I was wondering what is the best thing to stack right now. So I think it's maples right now.
You think it's maples? You do, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Congratulations. You got one, man.
Oh, thank you.
You won. Let's see. I think we'll give you one of these dimes. Look at that. 1961. Rosie. Email me, Dylan, at yankeestacking@gmail.com, and I'll get that out to you. Send me your mailing address, obviously. But thanks,
okay,
Dylan.
Thank you.
But actually, though, that's a good question. What do I think you should stack?
I think it's maple.
I agree, man. In fact, I just went to my local coin shop today, talked with Tim, and told him I needed to top off my tube of maple leafs, 2021 maple. So I'm going to add these 4 into the tube. And is there any other question you have for Yankee before we hang up?
Today.
Not today?
Nope.
Well,
Thank you, though.
I appreciate you calling, man. Take care.
Thank you.
Oh, man, that's cool. Wow, look at that. He was in here early. Not bad. Ooh. Yeah, the 2021s. Oh, they're not going to let me finish the tube. I got to answer the call. Hello, you're on with Yankee.
Hey, how's it going, Yankee?
I'm doing fine. Who's this?
This is Will, stacking to the Raptors.
Will?
Will, stacking to the Raptors.
Oh, Will, my man. Oh, dude. How can I forget you, man?
I enjoyed that Mercury you sent out to me the other day.
Oh, you enjoyed the Mercury.
I did. It was good.
Yeah, looks like you got another one, man. This one's a 1940. I do have your mailing address, but you know what? I'm going to ask you to ping me anyways, just so I don't forget. I marked them. All right, man? Can you do that for me, Will?
Absolutely.
Got any question for Yankee?
Oh, when are you guys going to go shooting? You didn't say when.
Oh, man, I know. I've been really busy. I didn't get a chance yet to do it. It's coming, man. Cannot wait to do it. Cannot wait, but unfortunately I have to.
Can we expect a video coming with that?
Well, yeah, I'm going to video it. I want my son Little Stacks to be shooting it too. I'll blur out the face. But yes, I promise you, it will be video. That's the reason I didn't shoot it yet, because my son couldn't come with me to the range. So, but I will. I will. I appreciate it, Will, very much. You're such a generous guy. Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
You too, Ben. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, wow. So that was wow. I'm sticking this last one in. I'm sorry. All right, let's answer the phone call. Hello, you're on with Yankee.
Hey, Yankee!
Hi. Oh, I know who this is.
Who did you say the guest was today?
Mukharam. But it's great to hear you, Angel. It's great. How are you? And you said guest. And yes, it's Mukharam. And yes, you just won another Mercury. Congratulations. Woohoo! 1928. Nicely done, Angel. Oh, these early bird giveaways are fun. Man, you guys are on it. I love it. How's it going?
Got you on speed dial, man.
You have me on speed dial. Well, you can't call until I officially open the Yankee lines, but you did call. So, all right. So we'll put these dimes aside. And thanks so much. Hey, you got a question for me,
Yeah.
Angel?
Um,
Come on.
what's your newest ice cream?
Huh? Oh, my newest
What's
ice
your
cream
newest
cone.
ice cream?
My newest ice cream cone. Oh, I didn't get any ice cream cones. I'm trying to have some discipline, Angel, okay? I got those 4 maples just to top off the tube. Now I need to get another one of these.
Ice cream is so yummy.
I
Yankee.
know it's yummy, and you're like the best when it comes to that. I enjoy you as a premium member. It's so much fun to talk with you each month. And we really cover a lot of ground when we chat, don't we?
Yeah, man, we get into that groove.
Yeah, we do. It's a lot of fun. You're doing great with the channel and Coin Crew. Guys, if you haven't checked out Coin Crew, you got to check out Coin Crew. Great channel. And I appreciate you, Angel. Thanks for calling. You can hang around on the chat. Don't you go anywhere.
Man.
Huh?
Uh,
Don't you go anywhere. You hang around, all right?
who, me?
Yeah, I want to see you in the chat, all right?
Okay. I'll see
Okay.
you in a minute.
See ya. All right, so we're going to close the call line because I already did 3 early bird giveaways right then and there. We're going to give away some other silver probably in a little bit. I also want to answer some of your calls, but the first thing I want to do is I want to welcome all the first timers on Ask Yankee. So if this is your first time, put a 1 in the chat. Okay, just a 1. I want to say thank you. And I also want to give people a hard time who are absolutely not first timers that like to put a 1. Don't put a 1 unless you're a first timer. Hey, Can Do Veteran, thank you for that 5-spot ice cream cone donation. Thank you. Well, I'm trying to show discipline. You're killing me. Whoop whoop, says Mrs. Coin Crew. That's Angel. Victor. Thank you for joining. First timer. Max Silver Stacking. No, you're not a first timer. Come on now. Is it Victor the only first timer? I don't know. Could be tonight. We've got 89 in the chat. Kind of low tonight. I've been noticing that there are a lot more live streams going on Thursday nights. We've got some great people in the community doing live streams. Usually Thursday was just awfully quiet. I just had it all to myself. Not so now. We'll do the wheel soon enough, AH. We'll do the wheel soon enough. Not yet. Hi, Barbara. Good to see you. Tree Climber, Frank Cavilla, Jamie Fox, Chris Myers, Nathan Davis, Gary Carlson, Robert Casanova, Big Red Bullion, Ellie. Hey, she's got a question for me. Great to see everyone here. Ellie says, hey, Yankee, how much junk silver do you have? And are you looking to purchase more? You know, I've actually lost track. I really need to do a count. I do have the guardhouse box of $50. So that's a good sized box, and that's full. And I have another box, and I have some other rolls. And I got so many. I don't know exactly how much I have, and I am going to be buying more. I did an interview yesterday with the president and CEO of SD Bullion, and I asked him what his favorite silver was to stack personally, and I'll give you a sneak peek. It was constitutional silver, so he loves it. I love it. Definitely going to be getting more, probably quarters or dimes. I'll be working on now, trying to get maybe another guardhouse box started at some point. Again, if you're new to Ask Yankee, you can just put in a question in the chat. No need to do a super chat. That's not required. If you have a question on silver and gold, like Strongman Silver and Gold did. Yankee, I know you're not a big fan of stacking silver bars. Not a big fan, but I'm softening it just a tiny bit. Okay, Strongman. But if the premiums are lower on the bars, do you think you should stack them versus stacking no silver? Well, that's an easy question to answer. Stack silver, even if it's a bar, all right? It's better than not stacking anything. Let's see. I absolutely love the new gold American Eagle design. I know you talked about it in a video, but is that your favorite gold Eagle now? Wow. Boy. Here's the one I use for my sign-offs. It's a 2021 Type 1. It never really was my favorite reverse design. I kind of was like, yeah, it's okay. Kind of, not my favorite. Didn't have the symbolism. The Type 2 is my favorite. Gold reverse, I have to admit. I like the Buffalo the best. I have to admit, that's my favorite gold piece. And I would say after that, boy, American Gold Eagle or Britannia, they're both beautiful. All right, let's see here. I'm new too, says Coin Crew. You're not new, Keith. Come on, man. All right, we're up to 115 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much. We are 20 minutes away from having Mukarram Mawjood on with me. He's going to discuss what's going on with silver and gold from a technical analysis standpoint. We're going to look at some charts. He's going to share some of his wisdom and insights, take your questions, tell us where he thinks gold and silver is headed. And then we got a couple special things that we're going to announce, one of which is pinned to the top of the chat. Okay, Mukharam's Trading Tribe. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about his Precious Metals Tribe that we're launching. So you're not going to want to miss that discussion with Mukharam coming up in a little bit. But again, do you have any questions for me first before we get there? We're going to do some, have I showed you the pocket pinger? If I haven't shown you the pocket pinger, let me show you this. This is a fake, you can see it right there, fake copy, a fake Morgan for the pocket pinger. And if you ding it, it might resonate somewhat, but it really doesn't have that high-pitched, beautiful sounding silver. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, so that's a fake, but you can test your silver with the pocket pinger. I'm going to give away a pocket pinger. I probably will give away the pocket pinger with a fake coin too. Probably this Morgan, just so you have a fake on hand so you can test it out. That will be coming up soon in the wheel of names. So I also have more. I think I have more in this. Oh yeah, package. In fact, I'm going to open this up while I look at the chat here. Just got over 1,000 subs, and I'm thinking of doing a live stream. Any thoughts? Well, Northern Coins, congratulations on getting to the 1K sub club. That is phenomenal. I have a lot of thoughts. I have a lot of advice. You can talk to Coin Crew or Mrs. Coin Crew, or others that are premium members of mine. If you're part of my Maple Musket membership, I help you out with your channel, and I make sure that you're getting the most out of YouTube as you can, tickling that YouTube algorithm, figuring out how to do live streams, making sure you have the right tech. So Northern Coins, there is a lot of thoughts. I don't think I'll spend it here during my live stream, but definitely reach out to me. Give me an email at yankeestacking@gmail.com if you're curious, or just click on the link that's roaming around there on the chat. Check out the Maple Musket membership. And Wheels Custom Kydex. Whoa! $25 super chat. Man, I have to buy online. And with that, I have to deal with tax and shipping. Whew, what would you recommend doing to save money and not lose money when buying online? Well, tax is something you're going to have to deal with, unfortunately, online if you come from a state that has sales tax. Shipping is also a challenge. If you buy minimums online, you can avoid those shippings a lot of the times. I know with SDBullion.com, Yankee. If you purchase $199 or more, it's free shipping. But that tax is a big deal, dude. All I can say is, one thing you can do is you could travel to a local coin shop dealer in a jurisdiction that doesn't have that state sales tax. Of course, if you bring it back to your house, you're supposed to pay a use tax, potentially, in your state. I know, it's ridiculous. I hate it. But check your local and state tax laws. It varies widely. But online, man, you're going to have to pay it. More and more. That is just the way it is with online bullion dealers. I hate to say it. Of course, you can always move. That's one of the reasons why I love living in New Hampshire, the great state of New Hampshire. Live free or die. We don't have sales tax. We don't have income tax. It's a great state. So I feel bad for you, man, but I mean that's the facts. Max Silver Stacking says when's the court date to prove the gauze aren't rigged? Yeah. Nice one, Max. Hey, Raybar, is Raybar in the chat yet? Are you just holding water for him? You carrying water for Raybar tonight, Max? Northern Coins, I will reach out. All right, cool. Thanks, man. Let's see. How has YouTube changed your thoughts about coins? How has YouTube changed your thoughts about coins? One of the ways, I don't know. Boy, that's a tough one. I think it did sensitize me to the possibility of doing some flips, which there was a good opportunity today that I unfortunately missed out on because I was at my day job at noon. I'm really curious. Did anyone buy any of the gold American proof coins from the U.S. Mint? American Gold Eagles proof. There was a 4 proof set. There was a 1 ounce, a half ounce, quarter ounce, 10th ounce. I mean, you could have flipped that even with some dealers. They were doing a bounty on those. Or you could have flipped them on eBay. I didn't get a chance to. I thought about doing that 4 coin for $5,000, and I was seeing it on eBay for like 8,000-9,000. I could have made a few thousand maybe on that flip. But to answer your question, Keith, it did sensitize me to the effectiveness of flipping some highly desirable coins. All right, so let me see. Did people do it? Let's see. The gauze aren't rigged. I know, right, Michael? Thank you. Let's see. Nope. Soon, says Coin Crew. Okay. Their site gives me jitters. Totally agree, Frank. I did proofs and already flipped one. Way to go, aspiring alchemist. Nicely done. Wow. Too rich for me. I know, HD. It was quite an investment of some money if you wanted to do the flip, but nicely done, aspiring alchemist. No sales tax in Montana. That's right, Patriot. Good for you. Let's see. Let's go. I'm fed up with the Mint staying away from them for a while, Dove. Yeah, I know. They're very frustrating. Did you see the 1933 Double Eagle gold coin got slabbed by the new owners? William, what? The 1933 Double Eagle gold coin got slabbed by the new owners. I'm not sure I understand that, but no. I lose focus playing with proofs. Tree climber? Yeah, absolutely. I would have had to have some serious discipline to get that and not to open it and just flip it, right? Hey, Silver Ripples, good to see you. Anthony says, by the way, noticed he went to 2 stars on this live stream. I saw him early saying hi, and he was like, oh my word, I got 2 stars. Yes, I appreciate that very much, Anthony. Thank you. Have you happened to talk to that guy that made you that 2-ounce custom coin to see it for sale anymore for people like me? Yeah, actually, people have emailed me asking for his contact information, and I had to ask him if that was okay, and he said yes. So if you email me, Anthony, let me know, and I'll definitely send you his contact info. But man, this was so generous. Look at that thing. Wow. All right, let's see. Any other questions? Yeah, rig because Angel wins a lot of costs. No, Coin Crew, come on. She's just in. She was in earlier than you tonight. So yeah, we're going to be giving away the pocket pinger. We got 10 minutes before Mukharam comes on. Stack all day. When is the next prayer show? Not the first week of this of August, unfortunately. It'll be the second Sunday. Stack all day, second Sunday. And there's the oh boy, that Yankee call line just came up. I'm going to take one more call. Let me open up the Yankee call line. All right, there we go. The call line is open, just to let you guys know. Let's see. Oh, and look at that. There are some cool Yankee merchandise. If you want to get some merch, check out that link. Some people, you know what the most popular merch is? The mug. And I need to get my, it's downstairs. I don't have my mug on me right now, but I will have it the next time I go live. It's a really cool mug. All right, here comes the next call. Hello, you're on with Yankee.
Hey, Yankee, what's up, buddy? It's Sean Paul Bernard. How's your day going, buddy?
Sean, it's going great, man. How you doing?
I'm having A-OK kind of day. That's how I do.
That's what we like to hear. Hey, do you have one of these? Do you have one of these? Do you have one of these coin pingers?
I do not, actually.
You don't have a pocket pinger. Well, maybe you'll win one tonight.
No.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be awesome to win one.
What's your question?
Real quick, actually, just wanted, two-part question. One, actually, wanted to make a quick statement.
Yeah, go for it.
We need more Tim. We want Tim. We oh my God, it's like steaming over here like a drug addict. I'm like, you got any Tim? You got any Tim? I need some Tim, buddy. Oh my God, I will do anything for some Tim right now. Tim is the man, dude.
I'm trying to keep you guys from ODing on Tim, okay?
We love it. We want to OD right now.
The withdrawals are nasty, though, aren't they?
I'm like scratching my chest right now. On my chest hairs, like the gray chest hair is just falling in my lap. It's horrible, man.
Okay,
I'm a joker.
Fine.
I love it.
Let's take a quick poll. What do you think?
Sure, I love polls.
Okay, so
as
here we go.
As long as it's not rigged.
There's no rigging going on, buddy.
Of course, there's nothing rigged with Yankee. Yankee is top dog in the community for anybody that has any questions. That's why only one guy put a 1 there, because everybody knows you already. Everybody knows that Yankee is the man. There's a hierarchy, and Yankee is right there. I won't say other channels' names because I love everybody, but there's a certain hierarchy, and you're at the tippy top. You're right there, buddy. You're at the pinnacle. You're tip of the spear.
Hey,
tip of the spear.
You know what? Listen, let me tell you. I am putting out more Tim. All right? In fact, I recorded something today.
First hit yes. You're not 95-5. It's a landslide victory. There's no recount needed. I don't care what anybody says. There's no congressional hearing needed to be happening. You don't need to get Trey Gowdy involved. The landslide. More Tim is there. It's on. All right, here we go.
I got him recorded today. I have a Tim video dropping on Monday.
Love it.
I'm trying to feed your addiction. All right. Now here's the problem, though. I mean, if I didn't have a good self confidence and self image, I would take it personally. You guys don't want to listen to Yankee. You don't want to watch my videos. You just want to.
Oh, we do. Right? We love you, man. I guarantee you, there's every time I go on your video, I've already said the first 30 minutes, I see 1,000 some views. I'm like, there's already 1,000 people have alreed said first, second, third, fourth in your comments. Yeah, dude, you're a humble guy, and it's all good. But we love you, bro. Anyway. Let's move this forward so you can get me from All right, so Monday the theme is over. I get some Tim on Monday.
You'll get your...
Good time to start the week. Perfect. Hey, real quick, I don't want to bring any doom and gloom, bro. I just wanted to get your opinion because this is Ask Yankee.
Sure. Go for it.
This is right around the corner.
No, you cut out. I'm sorry. You cut out there. Start over. What was that?
Can you hear me now?
Yep, go.
All right, perfect. With August 1st being kind of around the corner with this whole eviction moratorium and whatnot, do you think the government's going to at the last minute step in and do something right out the blue? Because I haven't heard anything at all. Have you?
I think the pressure is going to be on them big time to extend it. I heard Biden say, this is going to expire and it needs to, or some of it's going to. Listen, once you give the spike the punch bowl, you can't stop it. You can't. You
Yeah.
can't pull it back. I don't see
Yeah,
how
pull
they're
the
going
punch out.
to. And if they do, see, this is what happens sometimes, whether it's the Fed raising rates or tapering or fiscal stimulus being pulled back, they sometimes try it. Okay, they do it and they quickly have to reverse. They have to go, oh my word, we got to jump back, and
So
that's
funny you say
that might happen.
It's funny you say that because to piggyback on that, I live in the state of Maryland where if you spend over $1,000, no state tax on your bullion. So I love that.
Mhm.
Anyway, to factor that in for people in Maryland, if you didn't know, there you go.
Yeah.
Larry Hogan, with our governor, did the same thing with the unemployment. He was going to pull it back and
Yep.
say we're not going to give it, but then obviously they ended up extending it back to the September, what it was supposed to do.
Right.
I think it's like you said, it's this whole like how much can we push people to, for whatever reason to, that's just why we stack, bro. Let's just not without getting doom and gloom. This is what we do. What we do.
Well, we're gonna try to keep it positive, right? We do.
No,
but
and
at the same time, we know this is. Listen, if everything was being done right, if we were fiscally responsible, if monetary, policy was spot on, if we had, sound money, right? If we had true, free market capitalism, I wouldn't be stacking like this.
No
way.
You can just do it as a hobby.
I do it for a little
you'd
bit.
be the old guy
just
stacking coins because it's just a hobby.
Exactly.
That's it. Yeah.
Yep. Unfortunately. Hey, Sean,
Anyway,
always a privilege.
In a few minutes.
Love your calls,
you're
man.
a privilege to talk to.
No, I love it
you're
when
an awesome dude. Appreciate you being the shepherd, man.
All right,
I hope your week is a-okay. God bless you, man. And we got Mukharam in T-minus 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's bring it. Yay.
I think we need to do a quick giveaway. Take care.
You care.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, I'm going to close this call line just so that nobody calls in because we need to do our first giveaway. How about we do a pocket pinger right now? So it's simple. Just put something in the chat, except the word something. No, you can put whatever you want in the chat. I will grab all the different participants. All right, so right now I'm going to give you about 10 seconds. And yes, look at that. Look at that. 93% of you want more Tim. Doing my best. I really am. I try to get in there every week. I try to have some really good questions to ask him. And then sometimes I just want to just listen to the guy, right? He's amazing. All right. Just get something in that chat. Yes, slow mode is on. Once you put something in there, you don't have to keep beating on it, all right? So treat the chat with respect. Just get something in there and then wait. All right, I'm about to grab the participants. 3, 2, 1, and copy. That's it. You're done. No more in the chat. You can stop. All right, we're going to bring up the wheel of names. Here we go. And I'm going to paste, all copy, and paste the names in. There we go. Let's shuffle this up. Here we are. And we're going to spin the wheel. Here we go. Oh, I think Mukharam's getting set to come on, guys. All right, round and round she goes. Where she stops, Yankee has no idea because this is not rigged. Okay, Anthony, I don't think so. Silver Ripples, not going to happen. Oh, please don't do participants. Keep going. Come on. Oh, they're going to call this rigged. No! All right. We're going to spin this one more time. No shuffle. Let's spin it again. And Mar says, I didn't win. It's rigged. Okay. All right. I am not going. Keith's like, pick Angel again. Please, no. That's not what I need. All right, here we go. It looks like we got some legit winner coming up. Harry Potter, Mark Roberts. I don't know, Mark. I don't know if you're going to hold on to this. It's going to be close. Yeah. You got it, Mark. Congratulations. Mark Roberts. Email me at yankeestacking@gmail.com, your mailing address, and you'll get your pocket pinger sent out to you right here, okay? What I'll probably do, Mark, is since I have 3 fake coins in here, I will take one of these. Let's take one of these American Silver Eagles that are fake, and I will put that in with your pocket pinger. How's that? Oops. There you go, Mark. That way you have something to compare your other American Silver Eagles that are legit with. How's that? Put that over here. Pocket pinger with ASE. All right. Well, it is 9 o'clock. We'll do some more in a little bit. But right now, it's time to welcome Mukharam. So I think he's got his camera off and he's muted. Mukharam, can you hear me? Hello, Mukharam. Oh, he's off mute now. Let's see here. Mukharam, can you hear me? Yes, he can. And there he is. Hi, Mukharam. You're on, buddy. Can you hear me? Hello, Mukharam. All right, we'll work this out, guys. He just has to hear me. Once he hears me, I will go back.
Yankee, I think you're muted.
Am I muted?
On your Zoom.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh,
okay.
Man. No. I wasn't muted, right, Mukharam?
I think you were.
No, I wasn't, man. Come on, man. Don't do this to me.
You've had enough technical issues today, I think.
Oh, man. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna see old Yankee popping up in the chat any moment now. How are you doing, brother?
Good, Yankee. It's great to see your show again, you know.
It's great to see you too.
It's not rigged, by the way. I know it's not rigged, okay? It's not rigged.
Oh, man. Hey, thanks a lot, Frank. Mukharam is in the house. Yes, Bozo. Yes, he is. If you haven't listened to Mukharam before, you're in for a treat. He's the head of the Blackstone Commodity Group. He's the head of Bullionite, and we're going to talk a little bit about both. We have a couple special announcements, don't we, tonight?
Yes, we do. I mean, interesting things that we've kind of evolved, and we're trying our best.
Yeah. We're gonna get to that in a bit. But you see, where Mukharam really shines, guys, is in multiple ways. One is he understands the gold and silver, precious metals, bullion industry really well. He is a dealer. He is a trader, not a traitor, a trader. He knows how to trade gold and silver really well. He's a technical analyst. He's just a wealth of information. But here's the deal. He believes in physical gold and silver. And that is so rare to find in an analyst, in a financial advisor. It is one. Can I get an amen on that one? It is so difficult to find someone that doesn't look at precious metals anything but just, rocks. So he definitely gets it. And he has helped many, many people in our community. People that have watched my channel, been a part of live streams, have reached out to him. Mukharam is also a great guy to just explain things in a very simple way. So with that, man, I just want to welcome you and thank you again for joining us.
Thank you, Yankee. I appreciate that a lot. And I love the community, especially your community. And you're a celebrity in the community.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
no. Don't say that, man. Come on. We're all friends here. Come on. Don't say that. We talk about a lot of different things when we get on with you. You do wonderful jobs sharing charts and showing us simple technical things, because I'm a simple guy and it's hard for me to grasp all the tough stuff. But you do that. You help us understand what's going on in the markets. You help people who are at retirement age trying to figure out what to do with their retirement accounts, their IRAs. They believe in gold and silver, and you've helped many people in that regard. You also do Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, right? Well, at least crypto, right? You're a big crypto guy too.
Yeah. I mean, anything that we feel has a speculative interest and then can grow your account, I mean, we're in it.
Right. And you help people by training them, doing classes, when I know that has been something that people have reached out to you and have taken part in, have really appreciated. I think the last time we talked, you had some incredible stories of how people have really, made quite a bit of money. So kudos to you and your training style and what you do. But we're going to ask you some questions. I'm going to ask you some questions. We haven't talked since May, and a lot has changed since May.
Yes.
A lot has happened.
The main things have come up, right? A lot of people are wondering about a few things. So we can cover that. I think the elephant in the room is about the interest rates and all that. So
inflation, right? We're going to talk inflation and interest rates and all that stuff. But I almost forgot. In that month and a half or almost 2 months, what have you been up to?
Well, a couple of things. I mean, we finished up some important projects for the company, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously the markets, I was trading it quite a bit. I remember how I was short, at one time.
Yes.
Then I got out and then the market started going up. By the way, I'm building another short position slowly right now. We'll go over that.
Okay, cool.
But then I went to Dubai and to Egypt in the last month. And I was there for about a month, a little over a month. Because there are some opportunities we're looking for our clients in Dubai, especially after we were able to travel. Traveling was not normal nowadays, but it's still, it's still okay. But don't take things for granted. That I'll say that to you, because I had some issues as well.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I think in Dubai there were some very important opportunities that we're looking at, especially with the conference that's coming up there.
Yep.
In Egypt, there's a lot of growth that's happening, and there I was thinking of you when I was in Egypt quite a bit, because you see so much ancient, beautiful gold, and I saw some things that I was thinking, hey, if Yankee could give this away on his show, he would have the whole planet joining.
I'd blow up YouTube, wouldn't I? I wouldn't have 139 people in the chat. I'd have like 139 million. Exactly. Is that the pictures you sent? You fired off a bunch of pictures, and I don't know what these are. Can you tell me what you saw?
Well, yeah. I mean, even my knowledge is very limited when it comes to these. I mean, I saw some very, very ancient gold coins.
Oh, let me first start with what this is.
Yeah.
What is? It was like this. What is this? Sarcophagus or what?
Which one? I can't see.
I'm sorry. You should be able to see it in the live stream right now.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a little delay. What is that?
Yankee. Oh my goodness, Yankee! You have to go there. I mean, viewers, whoever is willing to go on a trip to Egypt, they have to go to these certain places because you get fascinated by the workmanship and the way these pharaohs lived, right? And you get to see it. Actually, for me, what was amazing is when I was standing there, I had some great access to certain things there. And sometimes I would stand there and I would look at like Ramses II or Ramses III, and on the wall it says like what they accomplished. And then next to them, you have all these treasures. Like for example, that throne, that's a throne of a queen handmade 5,000 years ago.
Wow. In
gold.
No, really? Is that gold?
That's all gold.
Dude.
That's real gold. Yeah.
You gotta take me to Egypt next time, Mukharam.
That's why I said every time I turned around in certain places in either these museums or when I went to like next to the pyramids or some of these important places, I was thinking of you because I could see.
What is this? What is this? What is this?
This is stunning. This is an ancient, like thousands of years old, a Torah case where they actually kept the Torah inside of it.
Wow.
Absolutely beautiful.
Is that silver or is that just
everything is pure silver or pure gold, and then all the marks, it's just fascinating. And then you could actually see the Torah, the pages of the Torah that was kept in there. I think in one of the pictures I sent to you.
Yeah.
I thought you'd have fun when you with some of these pictures. That's
I think you're talking about this.
Pardon?
I think you're talking about this.
That's a couple pages off the Torah. I was fascinated.
That is incredible. By the way, did you? Somebody in the chat was saying, "Is this a sacrificial or sacrifice table?" Do you know what this is?
No, that's not a sacrifice table. Okay. It's sometimes they use it to store certain things. Yep. It's of course in their tombs. That's where they found it. But it wasn't a sacrificing table at all. Okay. No, but it's not a sarcophagus. That's very.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm gonna bring up our sarcophagus. I can't say that one. Sarcophagus. Yes.
All
this is amazing.
solid gold.
No.
Yes, Yankee. Yes,
Oh.
solid gold.
Dude, that is incredible. Wait a minute. Is there glass around this thing, or is it just open air?
No, no, that's no glass. That's
Oh.
open. That's actually open. You can see it. Yeah.
Whoa. Oh man, that's gold.
And the workmanship.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating. That's why sometimes, you hear all these theories about they had connections with, extraterrestrials and all that. You think of that sometimes when you're there.
Wow, you must have had a blast. And, okay. So we're gonna stick with the gold theme, but I want to show a few more pictures. So this is this like a neck dress or something, a necklace or something?
Yeah, this is what I thought we should get there for your giveaway. Okay,
Jeez.
This is a necklace of a pharaoh, like one of the ones who ran the country like 4,000 years ago, and all of that is just all gold. Like each piece is as heavy as anything we've ever had in gold.
That is just...
That's a necklace that they would wear.
Yeah, here's a close up of another one. Dude, that thing is huge.
Oh my god!
I think I'd fall over. That is gorgeous.
I thought you'd love it.
I really do. And now let's jump to the coins, okay? Because I'm a coin guy, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do you have any education around any of these, or are you just like, how old are they? Do you have any idea?
I know the age-wise. What's interesting is with the coins, they have a presentation of the coins where it goes from like 5,000 years before Christ, BC, right? Mm-hmm. And then it slowly evolves, and you can see how as the leadership changed and the Roman, all that, you can see the heads. I don't have enough knowledge to break it down. I'm sure someone in your group may have that,
I don't know, but I think Stack All Day said that looks like Mukharam Stack from last show. You did bring some beautiful stuff last time, if I remember right.
Thank you.
But this is pretty cool. This is amazing.
I mean, can you believe how ancient those coins are?
And you know what?
And they used it as real money compared to our life today, right?
And not only that, look at the quality. It doesn't tarnish. I mean, it's the same gold. It lasts centuries. It's millennia. It's incredible. Wow. All right,
millennia. That's how much it's lasted. Millennia.
Yep, you're right. Wow. Thank you so much for that little snippet there from your trip to Egypt. That is
I thought
cool.
You'll enjoy them, and your viewers and your subscribers will enjoy them. That's why I wanted to bring that.
Yeah. Sean, who called in earlier, said all hands struck too. Yeah, that's a store of wealth, just like Sam Afar said. Yes. And I don't think, Mukharam, just because we're in the 21st century and we've got all our technology now and we can do digital currencies and stuff, there's still a need for real money, and gold and silver aren't going to lose that just because it seems old to some people, right? It's still going to be the value. It's still going to maintain its place as money.
It is always the money. It is the currency. It is anyone who says, like, for example, when Bitcoin was running up, a lot of people said, hey, Bitcoin can replace gold as a safe haven. Never.
Yeah,
ever.
Store of value, right? Store of value. That's the newest use case, I guess, now for Bitcoin, right?
I'm a big believer in cryptocurrency.
I know you are.
And usability and all that, but I would never mix the two.
Good point.
And even some of our clients, mutual clients that we've worked with, where I've helped them, create some significant profits in their crypto accounts. But they also have metals with us, like together, right? Like mutual clients from your show. We always make sure that we understand that there's a big difference, the role that gold plays, and gold and silver, especially gold versus anything else, even futures. Like for the last month, I mean, we'll cover this when gold dropped at $100 or so. Some people, they did get concerned about that. And for about a month, it was choppy. And now last night, I saw the technical formation for gold, and I actually went in long on futures contracts in gold, So I do trade gold in futures contracts as well, not just physical gold. And I know the difference, because if you think about just, you're comparing gold and another asset class, I'm just looking at gold, like physical metal versus gold futures contracts. And that's a big deal because physical metal plays an extremely different role than a futures contract in gold. And the approach is different. Mm-hmm.
Well said. Yep. How do you want to do this? Do you want to talk right now about where we see gold and silver going? Show us some technicals. I mean, I could bring up let me just bring up real quick what's going on with the charts here. So, I mean, this is what's depressing some people. It's not depressing me, but some people are seeing this. This is year to date, right? This year has been kind of tough. You know, we thought we were on track again, April, May, June, good run up. And then we just struggled. This summer has been a big challenge. In fact, since we last talked, right? Back in, we were looking, what was the end of May? We thought we were seeing a run up. You were showing some technicals. And then we got some interesting news. Inflation started to hit. People started to get concerned. And look what happened. That's gold.
You know,
There's
it's
silver.
interesting when you say it that way. Like when you look at the chart and you say, okay, it's down.
Okay,
but,
that's my perspective. Maybe you have a better way to look
yeah,
at it.
and I think this is something that we need. And I know you believe in gold and how much it can go higher and all that. But I think there are a few basic things that we need to educate our audience, you know, and our clients and all the individuals who have, you know, quite a bit of funds in physical precious metals. I mean, if it's futures contracts, it's different. The first thing, Yankee, that I catch, like when you say this, when you show that chart and go, well, you know, we're worried, you know, this year it wasn't a great year. But if you look at the price, it's at 1,800 and change. Last year, gold was at 1,100.
You're telling me to pull back, aren't you? Pull
You know,
back the
I
time
mean,
frame, right?
Yeah, like for me, it's not, it just tells me, I mean, think about it. It's 2021. In late November 2019 and January 2020, we were at about $1,100 or $1,200 in gold.
This is the chart you really want to show, right? It'll come up in a few seconds. But yeah, it's a good point. When you back up and you look at the last few years, right? Or this decade, if you will. Yeah.
And that's why, okay, if gold drops $100 or even if it drops $200, but it was at $1,100 last year, you know, it went up almost double. Like it went up that much, right?
Right.
In 1 year. So it needs to consolidate. So this is an important word that in trading, you understand there is a consolidation. Now, in reality, if gold was weak, or if the sentiment, like I know that the superficial sentiment on gold may be okay, it's weak, but if the fundamentals were weak, we should have gone lower and taken up from previous.
We
lows.
didn't. We did not. You're right. Yeah, that's was a good point.
Don't worry about it one bit at all, because if you just take that perspective, that just last year, or you know, a little bit more than a year, we were at 1,100, 1,200. Now we're at 1,800.
Right.
What is that saying? With all of this chatter and the fact that you know we've gone through COVID, the markets have gone to new record highs, like the S&P 500, the Dow, the Nasdaq, everything's gone to new record highs. But gold refuses to go to a new low. No way. You know, that's how I look at it.
Well, how do you look at silver?
Silver is a little bit weaker than gold, technically, just in this period, okay? Because when I look at the more recent charts, like if you look at a weekly chart or a monthly chart, silver is a little bit weaker. It always does that though, because silver's waiting for gold to finish its consolidation and then run up. Here's what I like about gold. Gold's consolidating at 1,800. It's not consolidating at 1,600 or 1,500. Even if it consolidated at 1,600, it'll still be more than what it was last year. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, good point.
That's how you have to look at it.
Good point.
And the other thing that I want a lot of the viewers to understand, because you see a prevalence of this kind of like chatter that's going on, you know, the Fed wants to raise interest rates. Interest rates are going to probably go higher. That's probably going to bring gold down. So I wanted to have a very educational session, a simple session about interest rates and how interest rates affect gold, okay? Most people, they think that when interest rates go up, gold comes down, and when interest rates go down, gold goes up, okay? But in reality, it's not that simple, because it's the wording or the semantics are very important. When you say interest rates, you have to make a differential between Fed funds rate and real rates. Very, very important, okay? So in this show, I think we want people to understand that nominal rates, meaning that, you know, the differential between goods or how goods are priced, or when you lend money and you get it later and whatever that interest, that's what's called a nominal rate. What you pay right now.
Gotcha.
A nominal rate does not determine the trend of gold. What determines the trend of gold is what we call real interest rates. And what is real interest rates? It's nominal rates adjusted to inflation. Okay. When you get the two, like you take a nominal rate, then you adjust it to inflation, and I'll explain that.
Yeah.
That's when you get a real rate.
Right. You're going to need to explain it, because I've actually tried to explain that, and Barb Carboni is Barb in the chat right now, because she got lost. She was like, "Oh, come on, stop it, Yankee." So you are going to, but if I could bring up a really quick graphic, hopefully that maybe helps kind of explain it in a graphic, right? That will make it easier for people to understand what you're saying. The nominal interest rate, right, is the inflation and real interest rate. So if inflation increases and they don't increase the nominal interest rate, the real interest rate will go down. Let me say that again.
Well,
If inflation, this is simplified, right? If inflation, as measured by the different ways that you can do it, CPI, PPI, and all that, if inflation increases, but the nominal interest rate doesn't change, then real interest rates go down.
Okay, well, I think there's a little confusion on this graphic. Okay.
I didn't make this up, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Help me here.
It's usually the nominal interest rate should be the blue box where it says real interest rate.
Okay.
Because real interest rate is equal to inflation and nominal interest rate. Because when you take nominal interest rate, which is the basic interest rate,
Right.
and you adjust it with inflation,
Right.
then what you get is real interest
I think what you're looking at is real interest rate equals inflation minus nominal interest rate.
Yes.
Right. And that is what this is saying, but in a different way, right?
It's a little confusing.
It's a little confusing, but that's exactly what that was saying, right?
Okay.
So you're right. Well, of course you're right. But real interest rate is equal to inflation minus the nominal rate, the rate we see, the rate we hear about, right? So that is the Fed funds rate that's set by the Federal Reserve, right?
Well, the Fed funds rate is, this is where the confusion is.
Okay,
A lot of people, the Fed funds rate is simply the rate that banks charge each other for lending money overnight. That's all it is.
Banks to banks, right?
Banks to banks.
Yep.
That's it.
Right.
And the way it works is if, and just to make it simple, if one bank has more cash tonight than another bank and they need money, then to lend money from the bank that has more cash to the bank that has less cash, Fed funds rate. That's it.
Right.
That's why when Powell comes on TV or the FOMC meeting happens and they talk about, hey, we're going to raise Fed funds rate, we're going to do this, people immediately think, oh, well, gold's going to come down. No, because there are two
Well, the interest rates that you and I see, not necessarily this interest rate, right? That's a function of the bond market. That's a function of member banks and other, retail banks that we would.
That's what's called a market interest rate.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Where you go to the bank and there's an interest rate that you pay for your car or for your house. Then you have mortgage interest rates and they're determined from like inflation indices, right? But we don't want to get too complicated. But what I wanted people to understand is the Fed funds rate is just isolated for how much is charged between one bank that what we call has excess liquidity versus another bank that needs money that night. That's it. It's an overnight rate.
Cool.
Now, here's an important thing. We have noticed in the past years that there could be a time when the Fed funds rate go up and gold tends to go up. Why? Because the Fed funds rate is not increasing fast enough to make real interest rates go positive. That's why.
Yes. And if you look back over 40, 50 years, I'm going to actually, it's funny you're saying this because I'm literally going to be doing a video on this. But if you look over the past 40, 50 years, you'll see an inverse relationship, correlation between real interest rates and the price of gold.
Yes. And that's to all your viewers, pay attention to the real interest rates, because here's the equation. If real interest rates are negative, then gold always goes up in price. If real interest rates are positive, then gold comes down in price.
Now, can I just give you a little nuance on that? It's not always if it's positive, but if it's going, if there's a motion.
There's a trend, exactly.
I want to clarify
trending
that. Yep.
positive,
Right.
or if it's trending negative. That's what you're saying.
There you go. Trending positive, trending negative. And so when people say gold and silver are a hedge against inflation, not always true. Inflation is a component of real interest rates, right? But it really is more of a hedge against loss of confidence in the dollar, or as Star Path Academy said in my interview, gold and silver tend to be a hedge against failing governments. So there's a bigger thing going on than just inflation.
Yeah, or just interest rates, because people shouldn't think that because the Fed is thinking of raising interest rates, that gold's going to come down significantly. Yeah, maybe there's a knee-jerk reaction in the market. You see an $80 drop in gold. Well, then buy a lot of gold when that happens, because overall the money supply has just been expanded so much that there's no way, unless you increase it so fast. So just to give an example, because there might be some viewers who've lived through this or some viewers who've studied this, and this is the best way to look at this. In the 1970s, inflation was extremely high, and nominal rates were extremely high.
That's right.
But the real rates were negative.
Isn't that incredible? Because inflation outpaced the rising rates.
Exactly.
And I think
gold went up to a record high.
Exactly, and I think we're going to see something similar here. Quite frankly, this is how I feel, and you can disagree with me or prove me wrong on this, Mukharam. But I think what we're seeing right now is a bunch of talk. What we're hearing is a bunch of talk from the Fed. They're talking about raising rates and tapering their bond purchases, 120 billion a month. They need to keep the masses and the markets thinking, oh, they're gonna wield their tools. They're going to act. It's coming. It's coming. It's still coming. In fact, today I'm wondering, after what was said, if a lot of people in the markets are starting to wonder, is this all talk and no action? Can they actually do it? Because the last time they tried to taper and the last time they tried to raise rates, it went horribly. We had the taper tantrum. We had a massive effect in the markets. And I believe, personally, that they cannot raise rates and they cannot stop tapering. And if they try it, they're going to quickly reverse it. I think it's a bunch of talk, and I think they're trying to keep this facade that they are in control. If they could raise rates, they would have, Mukharam, because we are going way beyond their 2%, and it's not transitory. And you don't wait until inflation gets out of control before you act. They are holding back because I think they can't do it. They're trapped and they know it. So I think that is what's going on. And I think once the markets realize that this is something that they can't act on, that is when I think you're going to see gold and silver shoot up dramatically.
And you also saw that yesterday in a small fashion, right? You see gold went up like $30.
Oh, it did. I know.
Even after Powell said, well, we'll have to raise rates, but because of coronavirus, it's always some because of Delta variant, because of this, we can't do it. It's because they really can't do it. If they do it, they'll crash out.
And they will. They'll prick the bubble, and it doesn't take much to prick it. I think they could, rates need to get up 4, 5, 6% easy. That's the normal rate, right? We need to have the cost of money restored. We need to have this insanity stopped. We couldn't do it. We couldn't service our debt. We'd go bankrupt. We'd pop every bubble there is, and they know it. So there's this. I think this is what they're waiting for. I've thought a lot about this. Are they waiting for? I guess Powell said they're waiting for full employment to return. What is that? they're waiting to, just to see if this is, transitory, like we
And
believe.
also, like if you look at the price of gold, and I know some people are concerned, like,
Yeah.
if it drops $50 or $60,
Right.
but when gold is at $1,800, compared to last year when it was at 11 or 1,200, and you've seen a complete correction in the market, a complete run up, from a V-shape, like a V-shape rebounding, that tells you that there is a massive increase in the price of gold that's coming. The
right.
only thing people have to understand is it may not be, and this is the issue, because people have been trading meme stocks, they've been trading crypto, and they've seen their accounts double, triple in 3 months, 4 months. They expect that to happen with gold. That does not happen.
Doesn't work that way in this market.
Does not work like that, and you're going to really screw yourself up if you look at it that way. And also the markets have been very difficult because of the new way, with all the meme stocks and the Reddit and the Wall Street bets, all that, right? So put it into perspective.
Can I finish my
1800?
Let me finish my thought, because there were two things. Why is the Fed not acting now? And here's why I think. I think they're waiting for another crisis. Another excuse.
Another excuse to kick the can down the road.
You got it. And they're going to talk the talk and not act until they get it. And they may get it with the Delta variant or Lambda variant, or they may get it with some other crisis. We move from crisis to crisis to crisis. And every time we do it, we act in a way that is monetarily immoral, okay? A flat out. We fiscally insane the way we act. And I think that's what they're waiting for. All right, I'm done talking. Go ahead. I just wanted to finish that point.
No, I think I know what you're saying. It's just a bluff all the time. That's how it's been, right?
Yep.
We're going to do this. We're going to do this, and then some other crisis comes up. Okay, and sometimes it's like kind of an invented crisis, in certain situations.
Oh yeah. And by the way, a quarter point ain't going to make a difference.
Because exactly.
That's not going to make one bit of difference.
The 1970s example is very important, because when Paul Volcker came in at that time, he raised interest rates so fast and so quickly. That's the reason why we went to positive real rates at that time. So you can't increase it a quarter point and then say, hey, gold's going to crash. That's just nonsense. Gold is not going to crash if you increase a quarter point or 1 point. Yes, you'll have knee-jerk reactions, but the reality is we printed $3.6 trillion or whatever number, right, in just the last, couple of years. And we continue to send out stimulus checks when I don't even think that some people need it right now you need to go back to work, but things happen.
Right.
I get it. But the more you do that, here's the thing, Yankee, I completely agree with you on this. They can't fix what they did during the Obama administration, or the 3 QEs plus 1,
right, Right.
How are they going to fix this? That's why they have to continuously kick the can down the road, because usually they go to the open market and the Fed kind of gets rid of its balance sheet. But recently, in the last few years, they've just come up with a new way of saying repurchase agreements and repos. That's all they've done.
That's right. Hey, we got a few questions in the chat. I told Mukharam to be a little quiet because I'm showing my face to Mukharam. I'm not showing my face to anybody else, but he and I, so he can see my face and we can actually interact on Zoom together. So there's a few questions. Veronica IP Sandoval says, hey, Yankee, I have a question for you. If you could please let me know what yours and Mukharam's opinion is with the premiums and the ratio at which gold and silver is at. What are you stacking more heavily? Well, first of all, thank you for that 10 spot, Veronica. And that's a good question. I mean, look at the GSR right now. Mukharam is about 71 and change. It's been inching up.
And
What's
then
your thoughts?
In a massive bull market, it should go towards the 30s, right? 30, 40. That's what we've seen.
Yeah.
Is that correct, Ricky? Like from your experience as well?
Well, you mean the GSR?
Like the gold to silver ratio. Yeah.
It fluctuates. To me, it's just a fluctuation between two extremes where I will purchase one or the other in terms of paper assets. I really don't do it with physical. I know people do in the community. They buy their gold, sell it for silver, buy their silver, sell it for gold. I don't do it. I don't find it to be I don't find it to be effective for me. I just buy what I want at the right time and keep it. I don't sell it. I don't exchange it yet. I'm storing it, right? I'm hoarding it. So to me, it means less. But in the paper market, which is really what spot is based on, there is an arbitrage that can be played here. You can actually go back and forth between silver and gold. I just I have played it with different ETFs, small amount. So
and the question, the follow up on that was, what are you stacking right now? I would say first of all, I always say this: it depends on your liquidity, right? Because if it depends. Like if you have $10,000 extra, I think buying more metal under your belt with the 10 grand is better than trying to go buy gold eagles. Okay. Yep. But if you have a larger amount, like in an IRA, or you have like, and you know, this is an important thing. I don't know if you know this, but the chairman of the House and the Ways and Means Committee is thinking of investigating now IRAs, because here's the report that came out, and people can read this. This is very important for people who have IRA accounts and 401ks. They have just done a stat where they say that 25,000 more taxpayers now have an IRA that's more than a certain threshold level. Like, you know, they have a $5 million level, a $1 million level, right? Yeah. And they're saying the number of the IRA accounts has swelled since tax year 2011 from 8,000 to 25,000. The number of people, 8,000 people had an account that was above $1 million or 5 million. And now 25,000 plus people have more. Now, let me say something. This is what, and I'm going to give you the names, right?
That's asset inflation. Go on.
Yeah. And the thing is, there's two representatives. One is the actual, the chair of the House, the Ways and Means Committee. And then there's another Democrat that they want to look into IRAs. Yeah, the Ron Wyden, you know, Democrat from Oregon, and Richard Neal, Democrat from Massachusetts. They have now requested figures on the number and the size of these holdings in paper-based IRAs.
Oh boy.
Okay. Now that's something that's concerning, because why are they doing that? That's why I'm saying, if you have a significant amount of money in an IRA or a 401k or a previous 401k, and you're at a record high in the stock market, you should protect that money, at least a good portion of it, with physical metals, because that is something that they don't audit. They can't do that because it goes into a self-directed IRA. It goes into a Delaware depository. It's not, this is real. It just came out, right? So I'm just letting people know, because they're worried about how much these IRAs have grown because of what the market has done, and also because of how much money they've printed.
Whoa. That's not good news for us, especially with those with IRAs. Then thank you for sensitizing us to that. Is that you literally read that today?
I read it today, and I got like a memo on it, and I was like looking at it, and they have requested figures, and all this because, I mean, they're going to use this ultra wealthy, you know, by making people understand that, but the important thing is, it's not just the ultra wealthy, because now they want to look at more and more IRAs. Who's holding what in IRAs? That's the message. Wow.
A few more questions here. Casey Mart says, with the terrible crisis coming our way, if someone didn't have precious metals, but they also didn't have excess in food or water stockpile, what should they go after first? Well, I'll feel that one, Casey. I believe that when you're talking about preparing and prepping, you want to make sure that you have other basic needs stockpiled and ready to go before you even stockpile and hoard precious metals. I think it's part of a good prepping plan, but it's not the only thing. So we all need food, we all need shelter, we all need water, we all need protection. There's a lot of things. So Casey, I would definitely tell them, you know, even the government tells you to prepare. Ready.gov. Go to ready.gov. All right. I mean, they can give you some basic stuff, whether it's for a hurricane or fires or earthquake or whatever it is. I mean, we're supposed to have, you know, extra batteries, candles, and so forth. So you can start there and help encourage them to be more prepared in general. And I'm getting all kinds of I'm getting smacked by B2 constitutional. He thinks I'm controlling the conversation, Mukharam.
I have to look at the chat screen on this side so I can see their questions.
Okay, yeah, he's giving me a hard time because I'm not.
I really like this one. They need the tax money to pay for gender reassignment surgery.
Oh man,
Some interesting people here.
My brother wants to get gold, but says he can't stretch out his cash for a quarter ounce. He wants a 1/10 ounce. But do you think 20 francs would be better and more middle ground? Boy, man, if he can't see this, there's a couple things here. Discipline is important. When you stack, Casey, you learn how to delay gratification and save. I think he can stretch, when he says stretch out his cash, put a little bit aside, get a lower premium item if he's sold on gold. If not, then have him look at silver.
Yeah, that's what I always say.
Yeah.
If you don't have enough liquidity,
Yeah.
don't just sit there and wait for the dollar to keep depreciating
Mm-hmm.
and then the price of the metal to keep going higher. Buy into silver first, so you can own more metal, under your, with that amount of money, and then slowly get to a point where you can afford the gold.
Connor Stone, hey Yankee, I have a question for Mukharam. What is the opinion on paper silver market and how that may be affecting the true price of silver?
Well, I mean, when you talk about the paper silver market, I mean, the giant market that we have to talk about is the silver futures contracts. Okay. And there are some major institutions that trade massive contracts and they short the contracts, or they have short positions that may have been long dated futures contracts. I trade futures contracts in silver as well. But just so that, people understand this, when you're trading paper, if you just talk about something that's directly related to silver, then it's a silver futures contract. But also understand, in order to trade one large futures contract through the COMEX, you have to have $30,000 in margin money in your account. That's how large the margin is. Okay,
yeah,
this is why
boys.
you get a lot of institutions that come in with $100 million and then they can short a large amount. And there's when people talk about holding it down or the price of silver should be much higher, there is some truth to that. But remember that you can trade that instrument. This is why in our trading classes and in our sessions we go over, I always tell people, learn how to trade different asset classes. Even if it's a silver futures contract, while you own silver eagles, know how you can short maybe a silver futures contract in that 3-week or 6-week period before silver turns around and goes up. So that's very, very important to learn. That's a great question on that.
It is. Let's see here. Crazy Horse, thank you. I love this channel. Well, I love you guys being here with us. I see, let's see, deck of cards is a must. Physical gold, silver Sprott. Yes, so I'm seeing a few of these in here. Sprott has real silver, PSLV. That's an ETF that Sprott has that supposedly, backed 1-to-1, ounce for ounce against the paper contracts that they hold there. And it's, I have a little bit in PSLV too. So it's maybe a little bit better than SLV or SIV. I mean, there are other ETFs that I think are not fully backed, and the derivative there is dangerous, quite frankly.
And every silver ETF, they have a force majeure clause that says that, hey, if you ever request silver, they don't have to give it to you.
They don't have to.
I mean, it's simple as that.
Yeah, an act of God. And something could occur, right? And they don't. They can weasel their way out. So you got to be careful of ETFs. Totally agree. That's why.
But you could trade it as a percentage of your portfolio, just what you want, like speculating on it.
Sure.
But if you are trading it because you have that as a replacement for physical silver, I wouldn't agree with that. That's why, Yankee, you always say that I'm someone who's a trader and, I've been in the industry for so long, but I love physical metals because physical metals play a different role than the paper contracts.
That's very true. CM Silver, thank you for that $25. Appreciate it. Boy, that bumps us up to, well, we're like 3/4 of the way there in the super chat total. Given where premiums are now, if silver goes to $50, say, where do you see premiums going?
It depends on how quickly the market goes, because premiums in the physical market are always reflective on how fast the market goes up. How fast the market, because I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
And we all lived through this. Remember, silver was trading between 16 and 19 all of 2019.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it went like from 20 to almost 30 in like 6 weeks. When that happened, the premiums run up significantly. Okay. So you also keep this in mind. When silver, like if silver goes to 50 or $60, because remember the last high from 2011, April 2011 was 49.5.
Yep.
If you get there fast, there's going to be some selling or profit taking. So premiums will just quickly go down. Like how sometimes silver eagle premiums are really high right now, but it all depends on the pace, on how fast it goes up and how much liquidation happens at these resistance levels. So $50 is a resistance level. We do believe it can go to 65 or so if it breaks 50, but after taking a little bit of a correction. But that's the key thing to keep in mind when it comes to premiums. It all depends on the velocity or the pace at which the price goes up or down.
Yeah, I was listening to another gentleman, can't remember his name, on Kitco just this morning. And he was saying that, we've had quite a quick ride with gold over the last, 2 years, whatever. And it may have been too fast for it. We might need, like you said, that pause, that ability to coil up and get ready for the next new high. Does Mukharam ever buy fractional gold or just 1 ounces? And what's your favorite gold coin?
I don't like the fractionals. I may go with the half ounces sometimes because I've noticed that when gold goes up fast in price, the premium that I can sell the half ounces for is much higher than the 1 ounces for some reason. Okay. So that's the most in the fractional that I'll go to, like half ounces. My favorite coin obviously is the gold American Eagle, but I prefer in terms of look and how they, like certain coins that I do like the Australian Philharmonic. I like the British coin because of how they look. But in terms of performance, the gold Eagle is the one that runs up the most and the fastest when the market is going in a significant direction.
All this talk about gold, you're making me want to pull it out, man. So you like the British one just because of the way it looks, right?
I love, so if the question was asked, which coin do you like when, for the look, I'll go with a couple of these other sovereign coins. But the gold Eagle to me is the best coin for performance.
Okay, cool. What'd you think of the reverse on the Type 2s for the gold Eagle? What do you think of that?
It's beautiful. I mean, I do like it, but it's not my favorite,
Okay, good point. Let's see, we got, do you see demand driving price as more, I'm assuming silver here, as more green energy and electric vehicles enter the market? Connor Stone. Do you see demand driving price up as more green energy, electric vehicles? Yeah, the industrial piece to silver. Do you think that is going to be a big driver?
Always, right? It's always going to drive the price of silver because of how much industrial demand. This is why I think sometimes I prefer, silver over platinum and palladium when you have these big market corrections, because platinum and palladium tend to come down significantly if a stock market drops or we have an economic shutdown like we had with COVID. But the answer is yes. If industrial demand goes up, silver should go up in price.
Right. And David, okay, so he is accusing you and probably me of lying. Okay, so thank you for the 2-spot, David. He's convinced in this battle of deflation versus inflation that it's all about deflation. It's not inflation.
Okay.
You're not lying, I know, but go ahead. How do you answer David?
I can see that, because I would say, not deflation, but I know that some people are convinced that we have stagflation, like, that there's nothing really happening. Or could
have it. Yeah.
But the easiest, this is why I don't agree with that. But I have, you have to understand where people are coming at when they say that. Mm-hmm. For me, as a trader, it's very difficult to say that there's no inflation. First of all, when I look at the fundamentals of the reason why inflation comes about when it comes to money supply and what's been done. But more importantly, I was trading crude oil when it was at $30 a barrel, and now it's at $75 a barrel. That's my proof of inflation. You know, I was trading gold when it was 1100. Now it's at 1800. That means there's inflation, and I'll take advantage of it.
I go to the supermarket and get Mrs. Yankee's food sometimes, so I can see inflation, right? Now, I do think though that stagflation is a possibility, Mukharam.
Yes.
Both, and it's something that Jerome Powell, in his testimony, in his discourse, had no concept. He was even asked in Congress. He was even asked, well, wait a minute. What if jobs don't come back and inflation continues to rise? And it was like you're asking, cold fusion or something. He just couldn't wrap his brain around that. That can happen. It has happened, and it can happen again. So a stagflationary or disinflation or some other scenario here that they haven't factored in, I think is a possibility.
And just like, one of the things that I teach in my trading classes, you got to keep investing and trading simple. There's so many terms out there, and you can get really convoluted in how you look at it, pretty much like inside of a kidney, you know what I mean?
Right.
But the reality is simple things like what you just said. If you go to the supermarket, a gallon of milk is way more than what it was a year ago. If you look at the price of crude oil, even coming from the Middle East, even for, sweet crude or Bonnie light crude that comes from Nigeria, a barrel has gone from $30 to $75. Right. That's it. So you keep it simple, keep investing and trading simple, and then take your profits. That's
Don't get greedy, right?
Don't think that you can get, just like what GME stock went to 450 or something like that. Don't think that you shouldn't take the profit, because that's how you win in the markets.
Just one last point about inflation too. I'm from the Austrian School of Economics. I studied it in college and so forth. So I have a more traditional point of view when it comes to inflation. It's not rising prices. It's not even rising asset prices. It's not even rising labor costs, which is really, just another cost, the price of labor, as employment, wages go up. Those are the results of inflation. The Austrian school says that inflation is the increasing of the money supply, which we are doing in spades, okay? And think of it this way. Prices don't inflate and deflate. They go up and down. It's supply of currency that inflates. So again, I think it's important to understand we are seeing the results, I believe, of what we've done for years now. It's just, I think it's going to get a lot worse. All right.
Yeah,
so
absolutely agree with you.
So let's move on from inflation. Let's see, what do we got? 952. Do you have some interesting technical charts that might want to
I'd like to
educate us on?
Yeah, I'd like to share two charts, especially because I know people have seen gold come down. I want to show you two things that make sense. Let's do that quick.
Okay. Just share it.
Okay, so there you go. Let me know if you can see this, Yankee. You should be able to see it.
I can, although looks like I'm going to have to hide me. So people don't want to see my hands anyway. So let me just make that go away. All right.
Perfect. So here's the interesting thing. Okay, first of all, quickly, this is a gold, spot futures continuous contract, which gives you the best idea of what the gold market is doing, because there's no premiums, there's nothing like that in it, right?
Right.
So you have the gold right here, and then you have a daily chart. Again, from our sessions that daily chart means that every candle that's on this chart is an entire day's worth of movement. Okay. Now this is the part like where you can see you had a big run, like you saw here, right? In April, May, June. Then you had a breakdown right here. So let's call it what it is. Let's not say sugarcoat it. This was a break of support right here. Not the problem. Okay. Now here's what's interesting. People panicked when this support broke right at 1900, like 1880. And they were like, oh my God, why did gold drop? Like this one big drop was almost $75 in a day.
Yeah, right? I remember that.
But look how interesting this is.
Wasn't that a Fed day? Wasn't that an open market?
Yeah, it was a Fed day.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you're right. But here's what's interesting. Even with that much, like even if you didn't have all this part of the chart, let's say you didn't have that part of the chart, right? If you saw this break and you saw this big drop, almost $100 in a day, guess where it stopped? Right into support, right there. See that?
Yes, I do.
Right into support. This is why I want people to understand, don't panic and make decisions that are not relevant because you're looking at such a small time frame. But it stopped. So there's two things I want people to glean from this chart. One, it stops right into a major support area that was established going into like the earlier part of the year. So it wasn't even 1 week ago. It was like going back into the earlier part of the year.
Right.
The other thing is when it stopped here, now how do we know that this has turned around a little bit? Well, because it just took out this area. So we know it's happy with this spot. Now guess what happened? The next one was the support area. This was one. The second is this low did not breach this low.
Yeah, that's huge. Yep.
That's huge.
Yep.
That's incredibly huge, because that again tells you that buying is coming in and people are liking it. Like the professional traders are not freaking out. They're just looking at it going, okay, this is interesting. Maybe it's another major buying spot for us. So that's another major thing right here. Now, what you'll see is usually when this runs up, you'll see it'll get exhausted a little bit, which is what it did. And then this low is now higher than this low. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Because
so higher lows.
Yesterday's market movement broke through this resistance area. You see that in one bar.
Interesting.
In one bar. So you might see a little bit of a pullback because it went up so much. It's like a monster. It has to breathe, right? Every trade is like that.
You keep saying that. And by the way, Andrea, thank you so much for that 5 spot. Great info as always. Continue.
Just breathe a little bit.
Yep.
And then it could turn around. But the probability is now it wants to turn around. See, that's how you have to look at trading. Probability, not possibilities.
Yep.
So right now, why is the probability higher for it to go up? Because it stopped here. The low was higher than the previous low. Then this low is higher than the previous low. And now it's taken out this major resistance zone. So it could attempt this area again. Now, again, if it comes here, it might come through congestion and get ready before it goes past it. How do we analyze that? First, we know there was oversold, it's going higher, but this is daily.
Oh, the stochastics. Yep. All right.
This is daily.
Daily, yeah. Show me the weekly.
Exactly. We'll look at the weekly. This is why
I'm learning. You're
learning. Look at the weekly stochastic. It is so oversold, just turning around. Last time it turned around, it went up about, $200, right? Now, barring any nonsensical fundamental events that are all skewed, doesn't make any sense. If this was, and trading is not a perfect science. That's why you have risk management, you have stop losses, you have all that, which you'll learn from our classes. This should try to take out the weekly high here at 1900 and then start going higher. Wow. It doesn't mean it's going to do it in 1 day or 1 week, but the message here that I want everyone to understand is, the chart structure has not been affected negatively. You have, even on a weekly, right here, you have the lows, never took out the lows. So anyone who's putting money into precious metals right now, or has been liquidating their IRAs and moving money over, should be rushing to get the metal, because now if this weekly gets going, it can go up significantly,
Yeah.
Now, a quick thing with silver that I wanted to
you read my mind, man. Let's see the silver.
Because remember we talked about the kind of the weakness in silver. So I'm going to go back to the daily chart in gold.
Yep.
So people can understand kind of how it stopped at the low, went back, and this big bar yesterday is a very important day because it broke through a previous resistance from here. Let's go to silver, and what you'll see here, and this is why I'm saying silver is a little bit weaker than gold. Because if you saw this area where it didn't happen in gold, after it broke through this, it had a consolidation period and then broke another support zone. Do you see that? Two support zones, and then came back, but still
not.
Did not break
the low. Yeah.
That's how you have to analyze this. I hope more people are getting into this more and more as we do these sessions, and so that you can move your money in at the right time.
Now, I'm not going to ask you for a Bitcoin or a crypto chart, but you do this with those as well, right? You break this down, and you've helped a few of my viewers personally. I've talked to them. I've talked to some of my members, and they tell me what you've done with crypto with them. Is that true?
Yeah, because here's how I look at it, Yankee. I know that sometimes you might not be the biggest fan of crypto, and I get why, right? I understand that.
Yes.
But here's my philosophy.
What?
I love gold. I love silver. I love crude oil. I love anything that has speculative fervor to it, or there's some greed and fear in it, because then you can see a market move with sensible volatility. That's what I call it. You want to be in markets that have sensible volatility. But here's my next point. Every market will go through a slow period while it's building and getting ready to go to another level, whether it's coming down or going higher.
Right.
During that time, you should be working with individuals that give you alternatives that can give you a good return. That's what we were able to do with some of your clients,
Right.
because when gold was slow, they were able to put some money into certain cryptos. And we even called the exact cryptos, right? The exact altcoins, not like, because there's a plethora of them, but we looked at very few that we believed have very strong fundamentals. And guess what? That went up 100, 200% in price. And that philosophy is very important, because then you won't get stuck in a place saying, oh, well, not because it's like it's a snowballing effect. Once you feel like one part of your money is not working for you and you don't have an alternative to make money while you're waiting on that, that's not a good thing. This is what I call decision exhaustion and in Bullionite, and I try to fix that with clients.
Right. Yeah, and I guess we're going to be talking about this soon, but I did pin something at the top of this chat, and I think it's a good time to just mention it. There are 2 tribes that you set up, didn't you, Mukharam?
Yeah, because of how much we've been helping some of the the clients who watch the show, who come from talking to you. So we have one which is under Blackstone Commodity Group. We have the Precious Metals Tribe.
Right.
Okay. That we call it Mukharam and Yankee's Precious Metals Tribe. That's where if you go to that link that Yankee will put up. And my screen is shared, so I can go to that site right here. This is what we've created just for.
Oh my word! You grabbed my. Look at that! Oh, I had no idea you grabbed my hand.
This is just for your audience.
My
Special
goodness.
just for your audience,
Dude, I haven't seen this.
And they can come here, and and if they have a question about their IRA or a previous 401k, or if they're thinking of retiring, they can put in their name and give us the contact information. Ask me. This comes directly to me. Ask me to get in touch with them, and then I will help them the best way I can, like I've helped the others.
See, Mukharam, just really quick, because this transpired from a conversation that we had where people were reaching out to me and emailing me, and I was trying to get them in touch with you. And also there was a group that wanted to get together, and it was just so difficult to coordinate this thing. So I said, is there a landing page, something? I asked you if you would do this. I didn't want you to, there's no charge on this. This is just a way to facilitate the communication with you, right?
Yeah, because it's easier, and we feel like, because both you and I are about giving the most value to our clients. And when we feel like we're not getting in touch with them fast enough, or we're not giving them the best, response time, I don't feel good. That's why we created this for the precious metal side. And then for the trading side, we created, Mukharam and Yankee's Trading Tribe.
Trading Tribe.
Where if you come to bullionite.com/Yankee, you'll come directly to a page. And then if you hit join the tribe, again, you put your contact information in, it comes directly to me. Then I can reach out to you without any delays.
And while going through me.
Pardon?
And without going through me, because I was also the one that was holding up.
And you're busy. And also just one point here, in the trading side of it, make sure that you go and join, or if you have an Instagram account, follow the Bullionite Trading at Bullionite Trading Instagram account, because this is an Instagram account that we started.
I was going to ask you to put that link on the landing page. You didn't do that, right?
But it is there. Like if you go to the landing page, you'll see it's right here.
Oh, it's at the bottom. It's scrolling
at the
off.
bottom.
You can't see it on my screen. I'm sorry. It's off the
we
bottom.
should make it bigger, or we.
Yeah,
but
it's
if
fine.
you click on that,
on
I would suggest go follow that channel, because here's what we're trying to do: get a tribe together where, while you're waiting to get comfortable with the trading information and how good it is, I'm putting live trading information here that is helping you make decisions on your own portfolio when it comes to, hey, like mindset and how do you trade, how do you take profits, this like snippets of some of my philosophies when it comes to trading, so you can follow it, learn from it, and then later if you want the real deal and learn how to really trade, then get in touch with either Yankee or myself, or come through that page.
Right. On that point, let me just say that just was it 2 days ago, I had one of my monthly membership meetups with a Yankee Canada member. And you know who this is, Mukharam, because he's been working with you greatly on the crypto side of the house, but also on the stacking side. And he and I use some of the activity that he's doing with you to talk about it from an overall standpoint. How's the stacking going? We use that. You're part of the conversation. We say, well, Mukharam told me this. Oh, okay, yeah. So are you going to do that and the other thing? So I know he is working with you and loves it, and others have also commented to me that they really enjoy the time that you spend with them, just making things clear and helping them. Even if they don't even go any further than that, you can at least have a conversation with them.
Important, Yankee, with the mess that these administrations are creating, it's more important today to believe in taking control of your destiny than any other time that we've been in our country, because you have to learn how to create money and not depend on everything else and what's being said with these brokerage houses and all. It's a different time, and you could be 50 years old, or you could be 30 years old, or you could be 80 years old. It doesn't matter. You should learn these skills and take control of your future and create your own destiny. That's what it is.
Right. Especially those that have an IRA and they don't know what to do with it. If you're in a 401k, I saw a comment earlier, your employer sometimes really locks it down, and there really is limited options. But
unless you're 59 and a half and older.
Or if you change jobs.
Yes.
Tell them about that, what they can do.
Yeah, so just quickly because I sometimes look at the screen to see what kind of questions they're asking me.
Good.
But it's very simple. If you have a 401k, there are two categories you fall under. One is you have a current 401k. If it's a current 401k, then you can move it into a self-directed IRA without taxes, without penalties, if you're 59 and a half or older. That's what it is. It's called an in-service rollover. So you could be working, you can have money in there, but if you're 59 and a half older, nobody should tell you that you can't move a portion of that money.
Good
There's
point.
Money that you can move. The other option is you could have moved jobs or lost your job and started a new job. Any money from your previous employer, no matter how old you are, you could be even 40 years old, it's still qualified to be moved over without taxes or penalties.
I've literally stopped family members from simply rolling their 401k over to their new employer's plan. And I said, whoa, hold on a second. Yes, they match it, or maybe they don't. I don't know. But have you considered the possibility of putting it into a self-directed IRA? You have so many more options, like physical precious metals.
And they didn't know that you could do that. Some people think, you have to move it to another company. You don't have to. Because
or leave it with your prior employer. Yeah, that's another thing they think they have to do. So yeah, it's great. Great information. Guys, there's a whole host of information that Mukharam can give you. I encourage you to click the link, the pin links, guys, if you're interested. There's no strings attached, right, Mukharam? You're not charging them a dime. They can talk with you. You can chat, and that's it, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've had many people who reach out to us, ask questions. I know they leave me a message. I'll get back to them. I'll give them my thoughts, my ideas, my recommendations. And if they choose to work with me, they can work with me. If not, we can continue to help them. And somewhere down the road, I'm sure our paths will cross and we can help each other,
Yep. And I'll tell you, it's really hard to find a financial advisor who actually believes in this stuff, guys. I mean, it's difficult. So I really appreciate what Mukharam provides. Have we answered some or not answered some really important questions?
There's a really interesting question from Salt Life that I saw. It's hard to understand why the market just keeps going up. Any correction automatically gets eaten up. Why I think at this point we're crashing out. If this is a healthy market, pulls back. If not, danger. Okay, that's a very interesting point, right? And here's what it is. The market continues to go up on any correction because of the confidence that people have that the Fed will print more money.
Yeah.
That the Fed will do this. That's the
it's
problem that
they'll
we are in.
backstop it. They're going to backstop our currency and the markets. Yep.
Exactly. So don't get into this thinking that the market's going to crash, 50%, 60%. Understand how to take your profits out and then go to a different place and make money from it. Or, when that correction happens, here's another thing to keep in mind. The more corrections you see at the top end of the curve, that's when suddenly the levee breaks and everything comes down. So be careful of that, like being complacent with these corrections, because it's so easy when you see a correction to say, oh, it gets bought up. I understand. It's very difficult to trade nowadays because nothing holds for more than 2 days sometimes.
Exactly.
Comes down, goes up, comes down, goes up. But that's a classic sign. And I say this, when a market acts like a 2-year-old child, that's when it's showing you that it's either topping or bottoming. So if it does that at the top end of the curve, that means it wants to come down. If it does that at the bottom end of the curve, it wants to go
up. How do you work with people like me and others in the chat who truly believe if you don't hold it, you don't own it? If you don't have it in your hands, you don't physically have it in your possession, in the walls of your house, in the safe that's downstairs, wherever it is. I mean, are there options that make sense, especially in an IRA where you're kind of stuck? You can't take ownership unless certain, you qualify in certain areas. What do you tell people when they call you and they want to know what's the way I can invest and just hold on to this stuff safely?
Well, I mean, there's a couple ways. First, I partly agree with the sentiment that people have when they say, well, if I don't have it, I don't own it. I get it.
You do. I know you do. You have some, right?
Yeah, I have precious metals and I keep it myself. I mean, but I send it to the depository all the time, right? I don't keep it at the house or anything like that. But I do keep it at the depository because I think it's just too risky. But here's the thing. There is this misconception that if you put physical precious metals into an IRA, that you can't take physical possession of it. That is incorrect, absolutely incorrect. It's because there's a certain protocoled manner that you have to do the IRA transfer so that there's no taxes and there's no penalties. But after we put the metals into an IRA at the Delaware depository, the next day, like once the metals have gone through the quality control check, it might take a little while, right? Once all that's done, when it's reported, like to you that the metals are all done, the next day you can call me and say, hey, Mukharam, I don't believe in the government. I don't believe in any of this. I want to take out my metals and I want you to send it to me. I've sent metals to Hawaii. I have clients from Hawaii. We take it out of the IRA, ship it to Hawaii, because I had a client who called me and she told me, Mukharam, if something happens, I think the transportation will be affected between the mainland and Hawaii. And I was like, okay, we can get the metals. And that's what we did. She was so surprised. In one day, took the metals out. But understand that you'll have a distribution tax. That's all it is. Because when you take money out of an IRA. That's the key.
Guys, so we got to remember, this is a retirement account. It's not an investment account where you can just, with your own cash, post-tax, do whatever you want with it. This has to be deferred. It has to be put, or else there is some distribution that you have to pay. So my point is, I think there's room for both. I think you can have physical metals that you buy, or convert, I should say. It's really converting fiat currency to real metals on your person, in your possession. And at the same time, if you have an IRA, a retirement account, and you can't get a hold of it yet because it's locked up due to, requirements, legal regulations, really, you can still put that into physical precious metals if you need to protect more of your wealth. I do that, and I'm not afraid to have that metals, in a vault if it's secure, because I can't take it anyways without that type of distribution. After I'm 59 and a half, I can take it, right?
You can, at any time.
Oh, I can take it at any time.
You can take metals out at any time.
Right, but if
you're younger than 59 and a half, you have to pay a 10%.
Exactly. I want to avoid that. So if I had that in the vault, I'd probably wait for a few more years. I'm 55, right? So I'm on that tail end, right? That would be my goal, because I don't want to put it in the papers markets. That's what I feel stuck in, right? If I have my IRA, if it's not self-directed, or if I have my 401k, I'm limited. Forget not holding your precious metals in that capacity, you can't even get physical precious metals. So at least with this, you have an option, right?
Exactly. You and you said it the best way. See, we call it, you can own physical precious metals in two ways, and that's it. There's no other ways, right? One is what's called a cash conversion, where if you have money in your bank account, or if you have money in a non-retirement account, like in a stock account or Edward Jones or anything like that, then you can take that money out and then you can send a bank wire and then get metals delivered to you directly to your house. That's how we do it. It's called a cash conversion. Okay. Now, the other way you can own metals is by using an IRA or a retirement account. In that case, the metals will be stored at the Delaware Depository until you decide to get it distributed. That distribution is called an asset in kind distribution.
Right.
Don't ever let anyone say, oh, you can never get your metals. That's not true. You can get an asset in kind distribution. You can distribute real estate, like deeds.
Right.
Instead of self-directed.
And it can be a traditional or Roth, right?
Yeah, it could be a traditional or Roth. We've done both for some of your clients.
So cool. Thank you. Thanks for helping clarify that. Is there any other questions before? I think we're going to need to wrap this up. I have another giveaway or two to do too. So if you guys are in the chat, definitely going to be spinning the wheel again. All right. And we have a bonus giveaway because we broke $100. So I'm going to be pulling some silver out, probably out of here. In fact, I should probably pick something right now. How about a Benji? There we go. Ooh, no. How about 2 Benjis tonight? All right, so that's the bonus GA, and we'll be giving away some of these pocket pingers. Any other questions there, do you see, Mukharam, that we might have missed? This is your last chance, guys. If you want to ask Mukharam a question before he exits the live stream, now is the time to do it, and then we will say goodbye. And you can definitely click the links at the top, the pinned links at the top of the chat. Check them out. It's simple. It's blackstone.com/Yankee and bullionite.com/Yankee. Sergeant Day, tell him to hit that like button. Okay. Yeah, hit the like button, everyone. Thank you.
I just wanted to just let your audience know that I know today's session, we talked a little bit of more terminology and some things that could have been boring for some people, but I think it's important to cover these items because people need to understand and not confuse interest rates and how that can affect and then get out of gold for no reason.
Right. No panic here.
Right. Exactly. So I wanted to people understand.
Yeah. Put a 1 in the chat if you're not panicking with the price of gold and silver going down the last few weeks and months. Put a 1 in the chat, and then when we'll look at some more questions. I'm going to put a 1. I'm not panicking at all. This is
nice. One's all over.
This is a buying opportunity. We know what's going to the fundamentals haven't changed. They've only gotten worse. How do we get on the wheel, Paul? You'll find out in just a minute. It's simple. It's just putting something in the chat later on. Crypto TA, says Randy Matthews. Crypto TA. Okay. I'm not sure what that means. Roth IRAs, says Tree Climber. Yep, you can do Roth IRAs with precious metals. Connor Stone, what is your ratio of gold to silver for stacking? I just did a video on that. It recently changed. It has dropped dramatically, but you'll have to check that out. But I'm buying more silver now. I shifted from silver to gold back before the rise last few months. Actually, the beginning of the year, I've been buying gold. Now I'm buying a lot more silver than gold. Have Mukharam put a comment in so he can win. Do you know what the pocket pinger is? Have you ever heard of this?
Yeah, I saw the ping device, right? That was really cool.
It really is, and you can use a phone app on your iPhone or Android device, and when you ping this thing, all right, and you put it up against the phone, it will tell if it's legitimate or not just by the resonance of the coin.
Wow.
It works beautifully. I'm in love with this pocket pinger. 2 things. One, we're going to be giving away 2 of those.
And I saw the
tonight.
stack stick too.
Yes, the stack stick is just another way to ping it. So you can do it this way.
Nice.
Just ping it that way. Or on some of the other coins, if you want, you can hit it that way. But it works so beautifully. We're going to give a couple of them away. And if you're interested, if you don't win tonight, there is a link in the description of all my videos on how you can get a hold of a really inexpensive verifier for your silver and gold. Guys, you can get a Metalytics, a Sigma Metalytics if you want to spend $1,400, or you can spend a lot less and get the pocket pinger. So that's going to be given away in just a little bit. What else do we have for questions? I can tell Mukharam's scouting the chat.
Yeah, I was looking at the chat because, I love the community. They have some great questions, and we try to get to as many as we can, right? You can't do all of them. But thank you again for, a great session, and I hope everyone benefited from it. And I love the community. Really appreciate it.
Sean, I think, wants you to say, I hope your day is A-okay. He wants you to say my sign off.
What's your sign off?
I hope your day is A-okay.
I hope your day is A-okay.
Thanks, Mukharam. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Take care, okay? Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Oh, man, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Mukharam is a great guy. And let me just tell you, too, he is a patient person. All right? He will explain a lot of this stuff to you over time, and just use great examples. If you want to reach out to him, again, hit the link that's pinned up at the top of the chat, and he'll be glad to talk to you. And many people have. So anyways, I know you guys want to do a giveaway. I'm gonna wrap this live stream up soon, so let's do this one. I put the American Silver Eagle in this pocket pinger, and the way you are entered is quite simple. Just put something in the chat, anything at all, but don't go crazy. Okay, just put something in there and then stop. All right, you don't have to keep pounding it. You're not going to win and have better odds if you put multiple comments in there. In fact, the wheel of names only takes one name. Okay. So you're not going to get any advantage by punching stuff in there. All right, and it's not rigged. The wheel is not rigged. Silver is my favorite, says Matt Fire. Awesome. I like these. Ping me, says Firefighter. Ping. It's rigged. I need to watch the stream again, as it was interesting. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Silver Streak. Really. I love having Mukharam on. He's a great guy. All right, so we're going to go into participant mode. Give you 3 seconds. 2, 1. All right, here we go. All copy. And then we'll switch in here and paste it. All copy. We're going to switch over to the wheel of names and paste everybody in. There we go. Let's shuffle it up and spin. This is for the pocket pinger with the American Silver Eagle, fake American Silver Eagle, I should say, in there. Here we go. Mark Roberts already won one. And it looks like... Ooh, can J Money hold on? I don't think so. I think MR pulled it off. Yes. MR with the win. Pocket pinger with the fake American Silver Eagle. Congratulations, MR. Email me at yankeestacking@gmail.com with your mailing address, and I will get this pocket pinger out to you. You're going to love it. It really is cool. You can just stick it in your pocket when you're going to buy your precious metals. Test it out. Highly recommend you get comfortable using this. It's great. And no, Harry Potter, it wasn't rigged. Just because you didn't win and MR did. All right, let's see. We do have the bonus giveaway coming up. 2 Benjis. Check this out. 1951 and 1952. I love Benjis. You know why I like Benjis so much? Is because you can just look at them and know they're silver. Unlike a Kennedy, right? Same thing with a Walker. But with a Kennedy, you got to check that date to get 90%. 1964, right? So definitely love the Benjis. And I did a video a while back comparing the weight loss on these, compared, say a Benji like this versus a Kennedy, and it was negligible. Really negligible. Not so when it comes to a Walker. Okay, this, you're going to lose a lot of silver. It's just, they just wear down a lot more. But Benjis are great. So we're going to give away 2 Benjis to 1 lucky winner. And we're not giving away the gold. Sorry. We'll do another pocket pinger. I do have this one, and in here, oh, this would be cool. A fake Benji. Okay? So we'll be doing the fake Benji pocket pinger. And then we will do the 2 Benjis, and then we'll be done. Crypto Pimp says, I'd love a pinger. Well, if you don't win, check the description of any of my videos, right? It's right there, how to get a pocket pinger. They're not expensive at all, but they work really, really well. Let's see. Alrighty, says Silver Ripples. Okay, let's do one last pocket pinger. Put something in the chat right now. Put something in the chat. Say, we like Yankee better than Tim. No, don't do that. You're gonna put we love Tim better than Yankee. Pick me, I'm a winner. Pinga! Now, good luck to all. Hi. Hi, Yankee, something. Oops, looks like Anthony, they didn't like that comment. All right, there you go, I fixed that. Tim. Oh, yeah, you can put Tim in there. All right, 5 seconds. 5 seconds to go. Participants. I'm watching the participants. I'm seeing a few more pop in there. Nice. Okay, 2, 1. All copy. All right, we're done with that. And, we got another subscriber. Thank you. Let's see here. Let's paste that in there. All copy. And switch over to the Wheel of Names. Boop. Hey, do you guys like Mukharam sharing some of those cool pictures from his travels over in Egypt? Wasn't that cool? Love that. All right, let's shuffle this up and spin. Yes, John said. Yes, said Andrea. Good, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Definitely. Yes, so cool. Egypt is lit. Oh, yeah, I should probably say that, right?
That's lit.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Who's going to win the next pocket pinger? Oh, Tex Coin. I don't think you're going to be able to hold on to it. Bradley Bennett. Yeah, I think Bradley's going to pull it off. Shark Tooth. Oh, you were close, my friend. But Bradley, well done, Bradley Bennett. Congratulations. You won on the rigged wheel. I mean, on the legit wheel. Bradley, you need to email me at yankeestacking@gmail.com. Right there is the email address. Make sure you include your mailing address, and I will get this pocket pinger complete with a fake Benji out to you. All right. You know what? Guess what? Bradley. There. Just so you can compare the two. All right, Bradley. I want you to be able to know the difference with the pocket pinger. Just because, right? Just for fun. Bradley Bennett's pocket pinger with the Benji. Both the fake and the real. All right. I know, right? You know, I don't know. I just felt it. Sometimes when you feel it, you just do it, right? She has the same address as me. Oh, is that right, Crypto Pimp? I'll send you my address. That's a perfect. Oh, you're so nice, Crypto Pimp. Appreciate it. Hey, Bradley, you are very welcome. Thank you for watching and being part of this live stream. You guys are awesome. And I special shout out, by the way, to all my members. Really appreciate you. Pistol, the Yankee Pistol, the Patriot Pistol, excuse me, the Maple Musket, and the Yankee Cannon memberships. You guys are awesome. Just want to let you know that on August, oh boy, I should have known the exact date. It's August. I wasn't ready to say it, so I shouldn't have said it. It's coming up in August, the first ever premium member meetup. There it is, August 11th on a Wednesday, 8 p.m. I'm going to be sending an invite. out to all the premium members. So all the Maple Musket members, all my Yankee Cannon members, they've been asking for a meetup, a virtual one, unfortunately. A virtual meetup. We're all going to get together. We're going to have fun. We're going to ask questions and just, get to know each other. Who knows? I might even show my face. I don't know. Things may get crazy. Whatever. It's the first time, right? So if you're interested in becoming a Maple Musket or a Yankee Cannon member, now might be the right time to do it. Yankee Cannon members are those that I get together with on a monthly basis to discuss all things financial. I'm a financial coach, so I can help you with your stacking, your prepping, other questions. I can't give financial advice of certain investment instruments because I'm not a certified financial advisor. But as a coach, I can help you with some of the decisions that you're trying to make, especially if you're struggling with, just making ends meet and trying to put together a budget. I've helped many people with that. I've also helped a lot of people with, large assets and things that they're looking at. So it's a great way to meet up, talk, and get to know you and help you in any way I can. Maple Musket members, those are those that have a YouTube channel and they want to grow it. I think there's a few people in here that I'm helping. I can see a few people already in the chat that I'm helping you guys out with your channel. So that's a real pleasure to do that. I love helping you grow your channel and work with YouTube and figure it out. So enough of that. We need to do another final giveaway of two Benjis. It's a Benji night. Isn't this incredible? We're doing all these Benjis. So let's do that. I'll prep the wheel of names. Actually, right before I do that, any other questions before we finish up here? Any other questions? Oh, I haven't even opened the call. The call line's closed, guys. I'm sorry. That keeps scrolling in the chat. With Mukharam on, I shut it down, so sorry about that. Let's see. Giveaway. Let's see. Wheel. What else? First year, I'm not behind on my power bills. Oh, that's great, HD. That's awesome. I hope things are going well with you fiscally and in your finances. That's great. Aspiring Alchemist, who did buy the gold from the U.S. Mint today and already flipped it. Congratulations again on that. I found Coin Crew when it was a brand new channel. Thanks to you. Well, thank you. Michigan winner for the Benji. All about the Benjis. What? Where you are on the mines. No, I've been waiting to sign up, but you don't respond to my Darth, what are you talking about? You don't respond to my emails? I haven't seen an email from you in a long time, Darth. Come on, man. I do have to prioritize, just so you understand this, guys. I get literally hundreds of emails every week on yankeestacking@gmail.com. No joke. Back at the beginning of last year, 2020, Mrs. Yankee said to me, honey, you're not going to be able to maintain a channel, create videos, if you just keep replying to everybody. It's like, well, I want to reply to everybody. They're asking me great questions. She said, you need to prioritize. And I was like, how do I do it? Memberships. That's how I prioritize it. So it doesn't mean I won't respond to people's emails. If you email me, it might take a week, literally, for me to get back to you. But I always prioritize on my members. Whether they email me, text me, call me, I try to give them as much attention as possible. So definitely just needed to explain that, guys, okay? Stop it, Darth. Emails and Yankee never responds. Oh, you are mean, Darth. You are so mean. Get me some silver. Hundreds per week, that's manageable. Oh, come on, dude. I got a full-time job, too. I got a family. No, don't say that. A lot of the times, the emails are long. Just to read them takes a while. So, come on. Yankee puts them in the chat. Barb, come on, man. Appreciates early morning phone calls. Oh, watch it, Samafar. You text me constantly. I love it. She is awesome, man. I'll tell you, it's great to have her as a freemium member. Never answers. Just kidding. Come on, Max. All right. Let's do the final giveaway right now. Put something in the chat. Anything you want. How do people join? It's flowing right there in the chat. I don't know if you can see it. But go to my YouTube site. So just go to Yankee Stacking's YouTube, and you'll see right on the right-hand side it says join. You can click that. You can click join. You can check the description of this live stream or any of my videos. There's a link there that you can click to join as well. All right, there we go. Ping, 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 bling. Winner, Benji, come home. Benji's, not Benji. We're doing a twofer tonight. 2. What if you don't have a YouTube channel? Well, then, Beth, probably the best idea, if you're interested in it, would be the Yankee Cannon membership, not the Maple Musket membership. Benji, up the wheel. All right, so here we go. They're putting all their comments in. I'm going to switch over to participants right now. 3, 2, 1, all copy. There, that's it. You may stop. It's done. All right, let's bring it over here. Paste it. Let's switch over to the wheel of names and paste it in. And there they are. Shuffle them up. Again, just so you know, under, let's see, is it customize? I have it right here. Allow duplicates on wheel is not checked. So there's only one name, one chance here. Let's shuffle it and spin. This is for 2 Benjis. Here we go. Hey, Gary. Yes, you deal with Mukharam a lot. He's great, isn't he? Yeah, I know you enjoy talking with Mukharam, Gary. He's a great guy. Andrea, nope. Silverman, I'm afraid not. Can Mr. B hold on to it? I think maybe Mr. B. Got it. Congratulations, Mr. B. Whoever you are, please email me at yankeestacking@gmail.com. It's right there. You can't miss it. Mail me your mailing address, Mr. B. And congratulations. Glad you won these 2 Benjis. Hope you enjoy them. 2 Benjis. All right. Guys, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining. I hope we answered your questions. Maybe I missed some. I'm human. I'm sorry. Just join next time on Ask Yankee, and maybe I'll get to your questions then. So, all right, guys, thanks so much. Have a great night. And as always, I hope your day is A-okay. Good night. You guys hung around. All right, let's do it for the 81. It was creepy, wasn't it, Mr. B? Really quick, let's do one last one before anybody jumps back on. We totally saw that. I know that, Sammy Farr. All right, put something in the chat real quick, because I got to hang up here. Let's do this. A sticker and a dime. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, B square constitutional. Yeah, I know you knew it. All right, here we go. 81 people in here. I'm going to only give you a few more seconds. This is going to be quick. Really quick. 3, 2, 1. Done. All copy. That's it. No more comments. Done. Let's switch over to here. Boom. Paste. And we'll switch over here. Boom. And paste. All right. 88. Let's shuffle. Let's shuffle, and spin. Yeah, let's do it. Last one. Love Rosie. Let's see who wins tonight. The absolute last giveaway of the night. For real. Completely. Mudster? CM Silver? No. Looks to me as Bozo Big Top pulls it out. Congratulations, Bozo. Email me at yankeestack@gmail.com your mailing address. Okay? Congrats, Bozo. And with that, we are truly over. And I do wish your day is A-okay. Good night, everyone.